Hey, great Tuesday morning. I almost said Tuesday evening. Great Tuesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, nice and sunny, and it should be a hot day, despite the fact that there are some predictions of rain coming to our area. As the not much is coming down here. Most of it is up in the Mission McAllen area, and I hear that there should be some rain in Monterrey today. So I am expected to be driving into the rain. I can't stop the rain. I can't stop the rain. Does anyone remember that song? Isn't it? I can't stop the rain. Anyway, um, today is going to be an interesting day for many reasons. I After I finish the show, I do have a couple of little assignments to do in order to close up shop. I tell folks that one of the things about uh, social media and internet and access is that I'll be able to do some work even when I am in Colombia, even when I am in Mexico. As I shared yesterday, I will be having the show tonight, and I should be having a special show tonight. I will be covering the board meeting just to see what goes on in it, and just that little piece, that board member request. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be must see TV, must see TV, ah! Must see TV with me. But that'll be about 5:30 ish today. We can comment on it together. You could see the whole fiasco. Again, the rest of the meeting is just bogus. The other thing that is going to be presented today at the board meeting, guys, that is going to affect some of our BISD staff is the classified staff. The handbook is being approved, and there have been some major changes for classified staff. And I will be surprised if our bus drivers and our classified staff aren't screwed over, aren't upset about the changes that are going to be implemented after today's board meeting. It's going to be interesting, guys. But that part, look, to a certain degree, guys, it was expected. One of the things that I've shared during the budget meetings that they had last year, when they were presenting the los que van a correr, the what would they call them? When they were presenting the okay, anyway, when they start to let people go, when they're presenting that list, guys, employee something, I can't remember. When they were presenting the list, if you remember, I called out that they did compensation plan. No, not the compensation plan. The employee work study. They started to mention how many individuals they were overstaffed in each department, and how they could do without so many people here, so many people there. Most of the people that they mentioned were classified staff, guys. If you remember correctly, my question was, why haven't they presented a plan to lower the number of upper level folk at the district, the top tier? They didn't. They won't. It's interesting. It's interesting. So, all in all, it's going to be interesting. I mean, that'll be today at 5:30 ish. I will start it right when it starts. I don't want to go through the whole spiel in regards to. Let's vote for the minutes. Approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Blah, 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 blah. Boring, 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 boring. I just want to show you the meaty one, the meaty stuff. Good morning, Ajavio, Dejo, Valdez, Adori, Hermosa, good morning. Mr. Traveling Wilbury. Good morning, el primo. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos días, buenos días, buenos días, buenos días. Good morning, good cat. Good morning, Norma, hermosa Norma. Buenos días, mi gente. Erasmo, ¿qué están haciendo los padres por sus hijos? Hoy en día, si van o no a la school en persona, porque mucha gente se queja que se enfermarán de COVID y no hacen nada, van a querer hacer cuando ya estén muchos enfermos. Ahora sí cierren. Bendiciones, gente. Bendiciones, Lupita. Sí es un problema. Es un problema porque, mira, yo no estoy opuesto a que personas que necesiten o tienen que enviar a los alumnos a las escuelas, no hay problema, pero den la opción a las personas que están preocupadas a que ellos mantengan a sus huercos en casa. O sea, no todos tienen esa facilidad, no todos pues se les hace práctico. Con eso dicho, denle la oportunidad a que escojan. Si los muchachos, si los padres de familia quieren que sus muchachos se queden en casa, que se queden en casa. Ni modo, provean la necesidad. El problema, Lupita, es de que como el distrito no le van a dar el dinerito extra por esos muchachos, entonces ellos están diciendo, no, a fuerzas, a huevolín, todos para la clase, todos para las aulas. Y otra vez, la preocupación, la molestia de muchas de las personas es de que, pues, el miedo de que las personas van a ir a contraer algo a la escuela y después traerlo a casa. Y recuerden de que todavía para personas de las cuales aún ya han sido vacunadas, no es 100% práctico o no es 100% viable que la persona automáticamente ya queda exenta a cualquier enfermedad. O sea, están propensos a volver a tener COVID o a tener COVID por la primera vez, aún aunque han sido vacunados. Esa es la mera realidad. Regreso a mi estancia de siempre. Yo no quiero que nadie viva con temor, sino que todos mantengan precaución. Pero ya es una responsabilidad personal. Cada quien ven por los suyos propios. O sea, yo y mi casa vamos a mantenernos lo más sano y salvo para nosotros en cuanto al COVID-19 y eso espero de todas las familias allá afuera. Todas las familias manténganse sanos y salvos a sus capacidades lo mejor posible. Pero entiendo a los maestros, entiendo a las personas de las cuales van a ser directamente afectadas por el Delta o las otras variantes de las cuales pueden estar infiltrándonos. No es cosa buena. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, they never cut the bacon at the top. Yeah, I'm still trying to think of that word where you start to let people go. Assumption, no me acuerdo. No me acuerdo. Can't remember. Someone remind me. What? Hola. Good morning, Kanina Hermosa. Hey, Kanina, I'm actually wearing. Let me see if you can see this. I'm actually wearing. Look, Kanina. Look, look. Look, look, Kanina. Kanina, gracias. Me regaló este cinto. Y me da cosa porque me regaló Skirina el cinto y dice, Erasmo, tengo unos cintos ahí, creo que son de mujer. Y yo me gustaron. Y me quedaron. So me los puse yo. Thank you, Kenina. I love you, mi amor. Me encantó, me encantó, me encantó. Y lo traigo puesto. Quería mostrarte que lo traigo puesto. Me encantó, me encantó. Y tenía otro que no me quedó, pero la villa de la faja le quedó a otra que se me había perdido la villa. Ahí la tengo perdida, no sé dónde. Gracias, Kirina hermosa. Good morning, kitty cat. I like it when you call me kitty cat. Good morning, a peppermint patty. Attrition. Attrition. That is the word. Attrition. Pásale. Attrition. It just came to my head. The word is attrition. Hasta acá atrás, mija, pásale. Hola, Leon. Pásale. The word is attrition. I knew I was going to remember the word and I couldn't think of it. Attrition. Attrition. That is the word. 1 second. Let me see what it goes. Hola. Oh, yeah. No hay problema. Ahí hay café si quiere café. I got a client coming to the office. So I might end in 20 minutes because I got to work. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Déjame try to get my scroller back where it needs to be there. They need to cut all those uses. Attrition. I can't remember. I don't know why it didn't come to my head. No me acordaba la palabra. The word is attrition. 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 They need to cut out all the uses administrative positions. 100%. And let me say, folks, I think Dr. Trevino is leaving BISD. I think she's getting the head job at Westlaco or something other. Good job. One down, one to go. We don't need two deputy superintendents. We just need one. Attrition. Well, now you tell me. Attrition. Yes, I had already thought of it. Brought it up myself. Tarola. Attrition. Oh, that was mi compadre. Oh, my friend. Yes. 3 people have sent me attrition. The second person that sent it, I was not referring to you. I was referring to my other friend who sent it, a teacher. Thank you to the teacher that sent that in. It's the attrition. It's kind of trippy, but I just couldn't think of the word. I went blank. Now I'm getting like 3, 4, 5 text messages with the word. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't want the second person to think that I was going like, see, I was talking about the first person. Al distrito no le importan a nuestros hijos, les importa el dinero, al 100%. O sea, una de las cosas de las cuales he hecho mención es de que el distrito recibió casi $200 millones por el paquete del CARES Act. Y por otros beneficios recibió un dinero también de Elon Musk, de fuentes privadas. Y todo es, yes, thank you, Frankie, attrition. Yeah, all day, todo. Pero recibió todo extra. O sea, ¿por qué no pueden usar de ese dinero para poder pues darle la opción a los padres de familia? Oye, si ellos no necesariamente quieren o tienen ciertas preocupaciones en cuanto a mandar a los muchachos a las aulas escolares, pues que no lo hagan, que tengan esa opción. O sea, debemos de siempre tener opciones. Ahora, aparte de ello, es buen entrenamiento para aquellas personas las cuales están por seguir sus estudios al nivel universitario. Si van a seguir a un nivel universitario, una gran parte del trabajo que van a tener que realizar y muchas de las clases las cuales van a tomar va a ser en línea. Eso es buena preparación. Hit like on that YouTube, please. What do y'all know about the PCR to the AMP cycles? It's been a year and you still don't know crap. Pues yo como quiera, no sé crap como quiera. Pero no sé. I'm actually fine going back to school. Me too, guys. And I think a lot of teachers are glad. I think the only concern is if it's completely safe for individuals. But again, I'm glad that some students are going to be okay with going back to school, back on campus. The parents don't want to send the kids to school, but they are HEB, Walmart. They don't want to send them to school. Again, my answer to this is that I don't spend 8 hours at Walmart. I don't spend 8 hours at HEB. Now, I have seen some kids that spend 8 hours at the mall. That's crazy. But that's the difference. You are in a secluded classroom with 30 other individuals who you don't know what type of hygiene, what type of safeguards they've taken on their own personal life. You just don't know. You're not with them for 8 hours. And let me say, guys, personally, I would not be in a room with 30 different people for 8 hours. I would not. The size of a classroom, because I am a church. But church, we have a huge building. Furlough. Furlough is a good word. The word was attrition. Thank you, Joe. Good try. Nice. Thank you, mi amor. Love it. Sonia hermosa. Sonia hermosa. Show us your belly button. No, I don't have a belly button. I don't have a belly button. when I had the appendectomy, the surgeon said, "You want me to make you a belly button?" And I said, "No, porque luego se me junta la pelucita. I don't like pelucita in the belly button, so I have no belly button." Is there anyone who's ever run for office that has been more transparent than Erasmo Castro? Absolutely not. Why don't you wear a cowboy hat? Ah, porque tengo, tengo cierto miedo de que si uso un sombrero o una cachucha, se me va a caer el pelo. Es que no, ven la frentota que tengo y no sé, a veces siento que me estoy poniendo calvo y debe decirle, no quiero estar como Carlos Elizondo, todo pelón. No sé, me da cierta reservación que si me empiezo a poner las cachuchas, I love caps. Si empiezo a poner cachuchas, no sé qué, que algo le va a pasar a la greña y pues se me va a venir cayendo. Y mira qué hermosa greña tengo, pero estas entradotas sí me preocupan. It is what it is. Good morning, Lucy Hermosa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my man. Good morning. Thank you so much, my man. I greatly appreciate it. I woke up and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was going to send a text. Thank you. Attrition. Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, ¿para qué me sirves? Yeah, guys, we do need to cut many things: subscription, travel, fees. You want to belong to an association, you pay for it professionals. You got $35,000 raise, computer hardware, consultants, no more new program software kits. We need to get back to basics: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Attrition. Uh, Guys, we are going to lose that deputy superintendent position. We must not fill it. They put, yes, more so at the top level. Very, very fat. Yes, very true. Attrition, mi nalgas y no tengo, no, no tienes. Ya te he visto y no tienes nada. Estás como una pared. No, y peor, a veces hasta un poquito sumidito. They're going to get rid of all the little people for, yes, and get rid of all the people at the glass pass. Exactamente. That was my concern, Dr. Kaim. Dr. Kaim, my concern was that they were going to, uh, and they are, they're going to cut from the bottom. They're not going to cut from the top. Look at the handbook, guys, that they're voting on today. Look, at the end of the day, some of the people that are going to be most affected are bus drivers, office staff, and stuff like that. Guys, they're changing a lot of the verbiage to, may to must, and that is not always a good thing. When they start changing the verbiage from may to must, it means that they want something to write you up on to get rid of you a whole lot faster. It's just that simple, guys. The reason that we're going to be talking about the handbook at the meeting today and the one that they're presenting is to facilitate the attrition of a lot of our folks out there. You see how you did get the word. We also don't want to send them to school, but they are at the beach with thousands of people with no. That's different, Papa. That's different, and I'll say that because at the beach, you're out in the open air. It's like when they first came out with the mandates in regards to if you're going to be out there jogging or exercising out in public, you have to wear a face mask. I said that's stupid. It's not going to happen. So I think when people are going out to the beach, there's a lot of risita going on and stuff. And at the end of the day, and again, I don't know anyone that's out there at the beach for 8 hours. I know I'm not. I could do maybe 2 hours. Yeah, chale, para casa. Unless I'm going to spend the night. If I spend the night at the beach, yum, could be there all night. I personally think that parents should have an option to send kids to school. I completely agree. Just give people options, guys. And look, for the folks that want to sit, and look, it's not a big deal, folks, because a lot of people are like, no, I know todas partes. That's fine. If you want to send your kids to school, great. More power to you guys. If other people are feel more comfortable by keeping their kids at home, more power to them. It's okay. This is still America, guys. Give folks options. Let them have their rights. ¿Va a haber otro estímulo? No, Davos, no estímulo. They were saying something about maybe in October, no stimulus. If the people are really scared, and stores and malls and restaurants should have been empty with no people, but everything was jam packed. Again, for my stance, Papa, my stance is the same. If you feel comfortable, I want the schools open. I want people that feel comfortable in sending their children to school to have the option of sending their kids on campus. People's rights. Let them go to on campus if that's what they want to do. If someone wants to keep their kids at home, let them keep their kids at home. Why is it that what's good for me, or what I think is good for me, necessarily is going to be good for somebody else? Let people make up their mind. Let them choose. But let's not belittle people. Let's not make fun of people. It's like when individuals that look, and the other folks, when individuals would make fun of people or try to yell at them for not wearing a mask. I was against that. Let people that don't want to wear a mask, have the option of not wearing a mask. But don't belittle them like, why are you wearing a mask? Oh, you're wearing a mask. Don't belittle them. Let them not wear a mask. Worry about you, about yourself and your family, your kids, and your household. That's my stance. And let the other people worry about their family, their kids, their household. If someone feels comfortable about sending their kids to school, great. More power to you. I support you 100%. But if people want to keep their children home, you better believe I'm going to support them and fight for that. Let them give the right to keep them at home. Yes, because Erasmo usually makes sense. Usually. BISD hoards money by not giving raises or raising stipends, but they could hoard even more by getting rid of overpaid administrators. Start with a turtle daiquiri drinking writer, Rene Gutierrez, worst one. Preach. Lo mandamos otra vez para los Galapagos, pero ahora lo dejamos. One-way ticket. I spend 8 hours a day at HEB and mask up. This year, my child is not going to BISD. I've decided to remove him from our school district. And that's one of the things that I had spoken with some teacher friends of mine that came over. I told them exactly the same thing, guys. I said, look, the school district is going to lose a big old chunk of students this year. So you better believe that attrition is going to be out there. I would dare say that we're probably going to lose like 5,000 kids, 3 to 5,000, maybe less. But let me tell you, 3,000 kids lost is not a good thing for the district. A ver, los shoes. I do have shoes. No, look out. These are my Columbia shoes. That stuff out there, that's green. That's why it looks that weird. But these are my shoes. These are my Columbia shoes. One of the things that I decided to do was every time I go on a trip, I'm going to buy me a new pair of shoes. And I think it was Nadia out there at Journeys at the mall. She chose these for me. Some Vans, para que vean. The Vans. She chose these for me. It's green. They're nice shoes. She picked them out for me. She says, these would look awesome on you. And I said, those are the ones that I want. Nadia was very, very nice. I think her name was Nadia. Up at the Journeys at the mall. Let me tell you, great shoes, so comfortable. These are my Columbia shoes. So every time I go out of the country, I'm going to buy me a new pair of shoes. Not to Mexico, because cada rato estuviera comprando zapatos. But every time I travel internationally, I'm going to buy me a new pair of shoes. And y'all know me. I don't buy new stuff. Everything else I have on is thrift store, except socks and underwear. That is not thrift store. And shoes. So these are my Columbia shoes. Next month, I'm going to Peru. So I'm going to Peru, so I have to buy me some Peru shoes. Quiero unos Peru shoes. And then I'm going to Cuba, and I have to get me some Cuba shoes. And then I'm going to Rome, Italy, and I'm going to get me some Italy shoes. It's scary to think so many dumb and ignorant people are on the school board making decisions for teachers, students, and staff. I think qualified to run for school board should be raised. Qualifications to run for school board. I'm going to say that anyone should have the right to run for school board. People just need to vet their candidates a little bit better, guys. I'm sorry. Anyone who went out there supported La Jessica Snaggletooth Gonzalez, you all are morons. She is a rata, se está robando la lana que les pertenece a los alumnos y a los empleados. Es una rata, hecha y derecha rata. Desde que entró, se empezó a ver con Baltasar Salazar, se vendió, hasta eso. Puede que le pongan cargos criminales. Vamos a ver qué sucede hoy en la Junta. Cargos criminales por andar aceptando ese préstamo del banco después de que votó para darles un contrato. No es bueno. If you lose your hair, can we rub your bald head for good luck? It depends on what you're going to rub it with. But yes, you could rub anything you want on me. Good morning. Good morning. Stay hydrated. I'm going to do my best. En México no batallo porque tomo el Bonafont. El Bonafont es agua de sabor, piña coco. It's delicious. O compro agua de coco. En Colombia no sé exactamente qué tipo de bebidas vayan a tener allá. Voy a hacer lo posible por evitar todas las bebidas alcohólicas, maybe. Pero quizás, pero no hago promesas. Pero en cuanto a agua, voy a ver qué tipo de aguas tiene. Yo batallo mucho para tomar agua. Tiene que ser agua con saborcito. Mira, esta es la que tomo. Bonafont Levit Piña Coco. Tiene que tener sabor. Sí puedo tomar agua, o sea, no es de que, pero prefiero no. Prefiero tomar agua con sabor. Are you kidding me? La Pingüina is going to suggest they throw Rose into the doctor. It won't matter. She's not qualified. She is definitely not qualified. Rose is a butt kisser. A butt kisser. And the only reason she has that position was because they tried to appease Minerva Peña, and she's Minerva Peña's dog. That's simple. Which positives already showing, with positives showing up with just athletes, jumpstart, band, and choir camps, teachers need to be allowed to do whatever they can to protect themselves. And unfortunately, they are not. They've already said that they're taking down any of the man-made bubbles that teachers have made. I think that's ridiculous. Let staff have that options. The office staff will continue to have the bubbles. Teachers in the classrooms where they're going to have direct contact for longer periods of time with students, take them down. That's unfortunate. Good morning, Adelia Hermosa, good morning. The state should also give an option on testing. I don't believe in standardized tests. I don't either. They're more harmful. I agree, more harmful, especially when they force special needs kids to test. It's redundant. You teach to test, and that's crazy. And again, one of the things that I think that is the mindset of these folks, me too, is what Dr. Gutierrez said last year. Teachers are just lazy. They don't want to teach. They don't want to work. That is the regard that the superintendent has in regards to teachers and staff. Can you imagine TEA, state level? Es una bola de arrastrados. That's what they think. Es lo que ellos piensan. No quieren trabajar. No quieren hacer el examen. Shut up. Thank you, mi amor. I just saw a lot of kids everywhere in the morning instead of being at home with the computer like they were supposed to. I haven't seen a single student. And I went to the coffee shop, had a conversation with some police officers this morning, and came straight to my office. I have yet seen one student anywhere. I love those tennies. Thank you for being honest and sharing info with us. Always. Guys, I will always be transparent. To a T. Ever since the pandemic started, I have very cautious wearing my mask and sanitizing. One time I decided not to wear my mask, I got infected. I don't have bad symptoms since I'm fully vaccinated, but I'm thinking of seriously not sending my daughter to school. Linda, my prayers. That is the case with a lot of folks out there, even with the vaccination. It depends on the situation that they're in. Guys, being vaccinated does not necessarily mean that you're not going to get contract COVID-19. Just got to be careful, guys. Got to be careful. Linda, my prayers. Hope you get to feeling better. And yes, sending your kids back onto campus is a personal choice. It is a personal choice, and every family is going to have to make that choice. Guys, let us respect whatever the respective families opt to do in regards to their children. Not going to dictate to anyone how to bring up, to care for their kids or their family. God bless them. The heads of the district don't realize that we are losing students because of them, or maybe they do. They just don't care as long as they're getting their paychecks. Miss Little is correct. As long as they're able to put money into their pockets, they don't care, guys. We could lose half of our student population. We could lose 20,000 students, guys. They don't care as long as they'll continue to have the opportunity to put money into their pocket. And think of it this way, guys. Um, vendors are after any board members. It doesn't matter the size of the student population. Now, with that said, BISD is the, the goose that lays the golden egg because of the size and because of the amounts of money that is often made. But vendors don't neglect districts with 12, 15, 20,000 students, 5,000 students. They want it all. They have that Sylvia Atkinson mentality. And again, remember, she was calling herself a vendor too. La Snaggletooth Jessica González. Todo ese dinero que se está robando la mendiga y no puede arreglarse los mendigos dientes. Qué vergüenza. When you return back home, do you need to get some boots? Your city is full of crap. I might look for some boots over there. Enjoy a coca leaf for me. Let me say, guys, if I find coca leaves, I will make a live. Look, I am trying coca leaves. That's one of the reasons why I'm going. I'm interested. I want to try everything natural. Eso quiere decir que las escuelas no van a ser seguras, ni para estudiantes ni maestros, no, ni de chiste. Pero déjenme decirles, eh, yo no confío en ningún lugar donde la aula es de 20 pies por 30 pies, donde van a meter a 30 alumnos con un maestro, dos maestros. ¿Cómo? O sea, ahora, y el problema no es estar de repente ahí en agrupación. El problema es de que ahí están 8 horas. ¿Se imaginan? Ahora, y es peor para los pequeños que están en la primaria, porque esos no van de clase en clase como la prepa o como la secundaria. Ellos se tienen que permanecer en la misma aula todo el día, o sea, 8 horas en la misma aula. O sea, eso es lo que es preocupante, no es por ninguna otra cosa. Eso es lo que es preocupante. Y ahora, y otra vez, yo entiendo, es que andan en todas partes en el HB. Sí, pero nadie pasa 8 horas cerca de 30 personas en el HB. Y si eso es lo que estás haciendo, estás loco. Loquísimo. Entra, compra lo que vas a comprar y lárgate. No es mall. Do you know if middle school has the extended day enrichment program? I honestly do not. But I do have some secondary middle school folk if any listening. So if anyone could send me that information, that'd be great. Any middle school, do they have the extended day enrichment program? Guys, let me know. Parents need to also help. They don't want kids going to school and refuse to help teachers get their kids in online and submit work. They get offended. We all need to help each other out. 100%. Again, going back into Hillary Clinton, guys, it takes a village. She's not one of my favorite people, though. I watch her show while sipping coffee from my Erasmo Castor coffee cup. Woo! Awesome. That is the best way to watch the show in the morning is sipping coffee on an Erasmo Castro cup. I'm speaking for my own kids who has special needs and doesn't even know he's being tested. He doesn't get that concept. No. And there are several others out there as well that don't grasp what is going on. And you know what? Tired of the down with the testing. Down with all this crappy testing. A test should be invalid if the subject doesn't even know they are being tested. I agree. Yo les pregunté a mis hijos si querían que la sacara de la escuela este año escolar o ir a la escuela y vacunarse, pero que pensaran bien porque tenemos los pequeñitos en casa que hay que cuidar. Quieren irse a la escuela, pero aún no está dicha la última palabra. Otra vez, Galán, esa es ya la decisión de la unidad familiar. Si la unidad familiar se siente cómoda o está de acuerdo en enviar a los muchachos a la escuela, yo estoy para apoyarles. Si una familia decide que sus hijos se van a quedar en casa, estoy para apoyarles, como ustedes quieran. Make sure you share pictures. Yes, I'm pretty good at that. On my page, you will see my entire trip. I wonder if school districts in Texas would go back to online if their attendance isn't there. Well, that's what I find very, very surprising because with online attendance, it's very subjective. You know, at the end of the day, someone could just pop in for 3, 4, 5 minutes. They were there. I'm not saying that BISD fudges their numbers, but BISD fudges their numbers. The way that they chew coca leaves is with a little piece of charcoal. Belief is that it makes the effect of the coca leaf stronger. Keep on sending me these tidbits of information. I will try it all. Van a estar todos verdes mis dientes cuando regrese por andar masticando hojitas. En su caso, buenos días. De verdad que yo sí estoy preocupada por la situación del virus al regresar a la escuela y al BISD no le importa a los niños, es la realidad. Ellos solo lo ven como números. Si uno decide no mandarlos, no hay represalias para los padres. No. Déjame decirte, María, hay otras opciones en cuanto a estudios para los pequeños. Pero cualquier padre de familia, cualquier hogar, el cual se le amenace con represalias, hágame el favor de notificarme y yo voy y peleo su caso. Sí, es fácil. Y déjame decirle, no porque no tengo nada más que hacer, porque a la verdad me mantengo muy ocupado, pero porque les he prometido que yo pelearé esas causas por ustedes. Yo se las peleo. Ustedes me avisan. Mate de coca is a very common tea. Mate de coca. I'm going to try it all. Extended day enrichment is for elementary. Thank you, Gallo. Appreciate you. It's more transport of the virus to be moving class to class all day. 100%. That's my concern. Middle school and high school has athletics and other after-school programs. Yes, very much so. And I'm hoping that they're planning to introduce more. Padres, llamen, hablen, manden cartas al gobernador que ponga atención a mantener que se contagien. Contact Information Department Meeting, Address Government Appointments Office. Aquí está la dirección. Gracias, Cindy Mariano. Te amo. Go live all day, all week. Take us with you to Colombia for real. I promise. Every time I'll do that. When I go to a museum, if I go, planning to go to a waterfall. I'm planning to go to Cartagena. I plan, hopefully, to try and sneak into Venezuela. I'll do the lives. Aquí estoy entrando a Venezuela y luego, usted queda arrestado. Porque usted es americano que quiere entrar a Venezuela. No, estamos en vivo. Vamos a ver. Yes, I promise. Erasmo, if there's another surge of infection, do you know if BISD will go virtual? As of right now, Kika, no. They should. But as of right now, there's no plans to go virtual. ¿Ven cómo se me ve este hueco aquí? Esto es lo que me preocupa aquí. Cómo se me empieza a como por eso no uso gorro de sombreros. Pero esto es lo que sí no me gusta, que está la entradota, pero dicen que es por la sabiduría. Bien cuerda el vato. ¡Ay! Si no lo digo yo, ¿quién lo dice? Another concern is that they are not disinfecting the schools. Why? Where are the expenses? Remember, guys, that they spent, what, $2 million on a Clorox machine? ¿Para qué? Para nada. $2 millones en una máquina para desinfectar las aulas escolares. No sirven. No tienen producto, no tienen cloro. ¿De qué sirve? 2 millones por cada máquina. Para nada. Creo que la usaron una vez, si acaso. y se les acabó el líquido y ya no compraron. ¿De qué nos sirven esas máquinas? Y ¿sabes qué? Viene a ser, ¿cuál es el problema? Es de que viene a ser como cuando compras un aparato para tu casa el cual nunca vas a usar. Es como las personas que toman jugos y dicen, no, y voy a juice. Y se compran esa Vitamax o no sé qué, y ay, el primer día zanahorias y que no repollo, no, apio y que no sé qué, y le echan y sale el jugo y, oh, estoy comiendo, tomando saludable jugo. Y luego no vuelven a usar la mendiga máquina. Y se queda ahí la máquina por años y años, nomás agarrando polvito. Bueno, es lo mismo. La diferencia es de que esa Vitamax le costó a usted $100. A nosotros nos costó $2 millones cada máquina para desinfectar las escuelas con el cloro que ni están usando. ¿De qué nos sirvió? Fue una compra tonta, necia, cuando ese dinero se pudo haber usado para los recursos de los alumnos y para el beneficio de los empleados. Nada. Ahí están las máquinas en la bodega. Qué tristeza. Alguien, por favor, mándame fotos de las máquinas. Tengo personas en todas partes de Bronzeville. Thanks for sharing your vacation with us, Erasmo. Some of us don't get to go anywhere. My pleasure. And I'm going to do, they've asked me for wanted posters for Pablo Escobar. I'm going to go look for them. And if I find them, I'm going to mail me a bunch of them and going to be distributing them. They only use the Clorox machines for a few commercials and photo ops. That's it. Y es que es cierto. O sea, era nada más para decir, miren las máquinas que tenemos y que vamos a desinfectar y que todo va a estar sano y salvo. Nada. Nada. Qué tristeza. A las 5:30, 6, regreso para poner en vivo la junta. Dios mediante, voy a estar en la ciudad de Monterrey. El programa de la noche es a las 9 de la noche y también, Dios mediante, si puedo conseguir el internet bien, lo haremos en vivo. Va a ser un programa corto, nomás de saludar. Mañana en la mañana sale el vuelo de su servidor para Colombia. No estaré en vivo mañana en la mañana, creo, porque está conflictivo el vuelo. Salgo de Monterrey a Miami a las 7 de la mañana, algo así, y se tarda como 10 horas. 3 horas. Y luego en Miami voy a estar un rato y ahí de Miami hago un vivo del aeropuerto. Nomás tengo 3 horas de layover y después de ahí me arranco para Colombia. A Colombia llego como a las 5:30, Dios mediante, y de Colombia voy a hacer el programa el miércoles en la noche. Como que ya tenemos el mismo horario. Thank you, appreciate it. No te olvides la esmeralda. Yes, I know. Mamá quiere una esmeralda. Dice, ay, tráeme una esmeralda de Colombia. No sé cómo se dio cuenta de que Colombia es el productor número 1 de esmeraldas, pero ella sabía esa información. Me traes una esmeralda de Colombia. Dije, ¿está hablando de una muchacha que se llama Esmeralda? No, tráeme la piedrita verde. Sí, mamá. Pero eso me dio dinero para el viaje. Que me siga dando más. Thank you for all you do, Erasmo. Have safe travels. Take lots of pictures. I will. We'll miss you, but I look forward to your return. Yeah, and I'll be doing a lot of lives from out there, so it'll be interesting. Entiendo la preocupación de muchos papás y me incluyo, pero no podemos vivir en pánico ni tener a nuestros hijos en una burbuja. Si algo nos ha enseñado esta pandemia es en un año y medio, es a entrenar a nuestros hijos a cómo deben cuidarse en público. Que ustedes no les han enseñado a sus hijos que tienen que seguir usando mascarillas en lugares públicos, a lavarse las manos. Si mi hija de 3 años me pide y exige que le ponga la mascarilla cuando salimos, no debe ser tan difícil para los niños más. Estamos de acuerdo, Melissa. Y déjame decirte, es una de las cosas de las cuales constantemente he mencionado. O sea, no vivan con miedo. O sea, es lo peor que pueden hacer. Tengan precaución, tengan precaución, Precavido, sí. Con miedo, no. Con eso dicho, Melissa, debe de ser una decisión personal. O sea, si uno se siente cómodo en pues, que los niños estén aquí o allá o en las aulas escolares, qué bien. O sea, excelente. Pero que sea una decisión personal. O sea, porque aquello de lo cual es cómodo para mí, no necesariamente va a ser cómodo para mi vecino. Hay que respetar de que otras personas tienen otras ideas. Ahora, yo no quiero creer que la mayoría de las personas están allá todas temblorizas con miedo en cuanto a la pandemia, pero quieren tomar esa decisión de quedarse con los muchachos en casa. Es decisión de ellos. If that's the case, bring me one too. Ya, pero mamá me dio $300. ¡Ah! Y le voy a conseguir una esmeralda de $30. Es el 10%, Sammy. Y si tú quieres que te traiga una piedrita de Colombia, una piedrita esmeralda, no las piedritas de las otras, Sammy. Usted mándeme dinerito al Cash App, Erasmo Castro J, el signo de dólar, Erasmo Castro J. Usted mande mi dinerito, Sammy, y yo le traigo una piedrita esmeralda. Love you, Sam. Guys, my 45 minutes are up. I do have a client in the office that I'm going to take care of, and I have another one coming in at 10 o'clock, and then another one that I have to do at 11 o'clock, and then I'm done. And then I'm driving myself to Monterrey. I'll post as soon as I get there. Guys, thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you all for being a part of my life. Thank you for coming in. I will be finalizing details this morning. I will be in Monterrey, Lord willing, this evening, and we'll be doing that special live today of the board meeting. Guys, it's the social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in that, if not, more power to you. I will see you tonight for sure at 9 o'clock, and then for the special call board meeting around 5:30 ish, 45, 6. Bring me a Colombian girl. No, I actually there's a Colombian girl that wants to come over. You need to meet up with her, Richard. She's a very attractive woman. Take care and blessings, papá. Gracias, bendiciones. Dios los cuide. Nos vemos, Dios mediante, en la tarde en vivo, guys. I love y'all. Be good to each other, and please, please, please continue to be good to me. God bless.